Okay, I just tried to go live. I don't know what happened, so I'm back. So I'm talking about just following up today's blog post, podcast, and today's post. I went all in on personal boundaries. Hey, Britt, I went all in on personal boundaries and the importance of it, and got a lot of comments, and one particular stuck out, and I was like, let me go in a little more and talk about this. I shared the blog post in a group that I'm in, and one of the women commented, thank you for the post. I haven't been feeling like I'm enough because the circle, she didn't say circle, she said the group of people that are around her don't take her seriously. And so she needed to be reminded that she's enough, worthy, and made with love. I can't stress that enough. Yes, the post said it. You are absolutely enough, worthy, and made with love. And so the importance of those personal boundaries and sharing that, this is why. Because one of those personal boundaries is to protect your peace, decide your vibe, and your tribe. Those people around you, you get to choose. You get to decide. And sis, if they're not making you feel like you're enough, if you're not feeling like, let me say that, you can own, right, that for yourself. But if you're not feeling like that and they're not helping you to pull that energy and be your best self, you need to reassess and decide a different group of people to be around, to be flat out, right? To cultivate your circle, like you've heard me talk about. And you get to decide that. So that's just one. What I wanted to do is what I went ahead and gave you is the link to the download. It's in my bio. It's a freebie. So definitely I want you to hopefully get some of them in your spirit. Some of them resonate with you, if not all of them, or come up with your own. But personal boundaries are definitely something you want to think about. And if you have them, otherwise you just kind of, that going with the flow can kind of get you somewhere you don't want to be. So I'm going to run through them for you, and I hope that they help in case you have not had a chance to listen to the podcast or check out the post. Number one, you have the right to have boundaries. Don't apologize for them. So, number two, trust and believe in yourself. Okay? Your purpose and the vision for your life. I'm just going to read these right down so I don't get them out of order. Number three, learn to be assertive and say no without feeling guilty. You know, I've talked about no being a complete sentence, and whether it's mom guilt or just not putting ourselves first, right? We find it hard. Hey, patience. I don't know what happened before. So, no being a complete sentence and not feeling guilty. Number four, don't overcommit yourself. Your time is valuable, right? We've all heard Auntie Maxine, right? Reclaim your time. So, yes, we're back. So your time is valuable. I did a podcast on time management a couple of weeks back. Your time is valuable, so definitely stop overcommitting, okay? We all get the same 24 hours. Don't overcommit your time. Prioritize. So that's a personal boundary, right? Know that you have the right to your own thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. So there's no shame, there's no guilt, there's no condemnation, right? You have the right to your own, they're yours, feelings, beliefs, and thoughts, or opinions, as we say, right? Everybody has one of those, but you have the right to yours. Stop catering to other people's demands. You don't have to do it. So that also ties into saying no, not overcommitting, right? Don't always cater to other people's demands. Make sure that you have a boundary, a personal boundary that says, okay, this is what I can give in this space, whatever that is, right? But you don't have to do it. So sometimes we tell ourselves that, like, I really don't want to do this, but I have to go. I won't say the saying about what you really just have to do, but you get it. So stop catering to other people's demands, and remember, you don't have to do it. Next, identify when people cross the line and speak up on it. So if you do have personal boundaries in place, right, on here is knowing what you want, another one, knowing what you want, your wants, needs, and limits, and communicating them clearly. And then knowing when someone crosses the line, speaking up, using your voice. Because if they don't respect your boundaries, right, that's a conversation to be had, especially if you've been clear about your needs, limits, and what you want. So use your voice. Don't let people walk over top of you. So that's a personal boundary as well. Don't compromise your self-love, respect, or values. Very important. That will build up resentment sometimes. That will just put you in a place that you don't want to be. So that's a boundary to be aware of, that you don't compromise those. Hey sis, how are you? So that's another personal boundary. Another one, give yourself permission to let go of those things that no longer serve you. We evolve, we're always becoming, we grow. Give yourself permission. So maybe, you've been doing it a while, it's a habit, or, you've been friends with this person since kindergarten, but whatever the situation is that you assess and you feel and give yourself permission to let go of those things that no longer serve you. Whatever, whoever, wherever. Maybe it's a place that you used to frequent that no longer serves where you are right now. Give yourself permission to let it go. And then protect your peace. Again, decide your vibe and your tribe. And lastly, don't compromise your self-value. Absolutely, patience. And then don't give your energy to negative people, places, or things. So those were 12 personal boundaries that will change your life if applied. So hopefully, like I said, one, if not all, something resonated with you. You can get the free download link in the bio if you just want a printout, tack it up. If you just want to reference it. I did the blog post. I posted it today, so it's live on mypieceofhappy.com to reference with a little more, little more bloggy conversation there. I just want to remind you and make sure that I put some context around it in general, and then remind you, of course, that you are worthy, loved, and enough, because that's just what I do. That's what I believe. And sometimes we need to be reminded. So choose happy, smile often, laugh hard, love more, and live your life with purpose. As always, I'm appreciative of you joining me in this space. Stay connected, and that's all for now. Peace and happy.